about polygyny. You know, how do you bring it up to your woman? What about when you first meet a woman? How do you tell her, you know, what's going on with you and possibly having other women? Or how do you tell a woman that you already have other women or that you have a wife? We're gonna go over all that stuff today. It's really simple. It's really a matter of a man understanding who he is first and understanding his own power. Now, guys, you don't have to be rich in order to engage in polygyny or to have concubines. In a modern context, I don't teach that. Does it help? In certain peripheral areas, yes. It's not even about financing the women. Money helps you to facilitate things like travel. Sometimes you may want to pay for your woman to come see you if she lives out of state or on the other side of a state. Or if you live on the other side of the state and you have to fly in to see her. Things like that. What if one of your women, if they have, if they're having financial issues, or if they just, they might have been injured on the job or they got fired, maybe they need some help. Sure, in a case like that, you may decide to help your woman, your concubine, definitely your wife. If she's holding it down in the household, then you should definitely be helping out your wife with no questions asked. But let me ask these other questions first. Lately, I've been getting the question of, how do I bring up polygyny to a woman who is interested in me or a woman I'm interested in? Well, guys, it really just comes down to you doing it. There's nothing else to it. And then holding your ground. That means when you tell a woman that you believe in having multiple women, you believe in plural marriage or polygyny, you believe in having concubines, which is hard for a lot of women to swallow, even those who support polygyny, then if you tell them that, you're going to have to just stick to your guns. What I do, and I'll just tell you what I do, and I've had success with, I'd say 99% of the time, I find success telling women, hey, straight up, I'm going to have other women. When I first meet a woman or she approaches me, and I rarely ever approach women. It's very rare I approach women. They approach me, I just say, hey, do you realize that I have other women? Because I do have other women. And I'm like, well, I can't do that. And then that's when I go into my usual spiel. Like, are you sure? Because you probably are already sharing men. There's not too many monogamous men around here. But normally I don't even have to go through all that. Most of the women do understand. And seeing as how I'm kind of out there now, I'm writing a book on polygyny. It's called The Polygamous Papers. That'll be out in the spring, beginning of the spring, March or April. A lot of people know that over the internet. And, people know that face to face out here. So the women know already. If they approach me, they're going to share me. And their sex ain't that good. They're not that cute. And they ain't that bad enough to change my mind on the matter. Because for me, this really is a lifestyle. I have several women, and it's really no problem. I don't have any issues. I've never had any issues with them wanting to cause beef and controversy. So I don't know, like, I'm a little baffled on this video. It's hard for me to answer, believe it or not, because I've never had problems with it. And a lot of you guys are hitting me up like, man, how do you do that? Brother, you just gotta say it. When you meet a woman, just tell her. It's that simple. Tell her. And when she gives you this look like, whoa, I can't believe you out there, you being a dog. It's like, no, I'm not being a dog. Because women know that the best of men, whatever you ladies consider the best in men, you know that the best men generally attract multiple women. In fact, the most powerful men, period, whether they have position, their station in life, whether they have money or whether they don't have money, those men, if they're men of high character, they have a high mental, emotional, and spiritual stamina, physically, sexually, you're going to have a bunch of women. And that's just the bottom line. Men who are very comfortable with themselves in that regard they don't worry about whether or not you don't want to kick it with them. Because ladies, there's so many of you out here who are available. I'm not talking about married women or women who got these boyfriends. That's that backward American nonsense, having a boyfriend. You know, grown men ain't boyfriends. Grown women ain't girlfriends. Ladies, you're either a concubine or you're a wife. Or you're not spoken for at all, which is bad. Okay? But anyway, there's so many of you out here, ladies, that you start giving a man attitude, you start popping off at the mouth, talking all out the side of your neck, raising your voice, you want to put your hands on him. We can go elsewhere. Even if you're a wife, I mean, really. If you really want to be evil and take that man's money, take his children, that's going to hurt him, yes. But if he decides to stay with you, in other words, remain legally married to you, and you're doing all of what I just said, trust me, he will have another woman. Make no mistake about it. He will have another woman. Now, guys, what I recommend to you is before you get married to a woman, even if you are courting her at the time or she's just your girlfriend, you need to tell her, look, we're 30 years old, we're 35, we're 25, we're 40 years old, whatever. I'm not going to be monogamous the rest of my life. You know, somewhere down the line, I'm going to want another woman. And guys, if you like a certain woman at your job, you know, maybe she's the mail lady or something, I don't know. You need to tell your woman, tell your fiance, tell your so-called girlfriend, tell your wife. You're going to have to be honest with them and stand your ground, guys. Do not budge on the matter. See, women, let me put y'all hip to game on something. Women are very intuitive. They can smell a weak man a mile away. So if you act weak and you present something to her, but you shaking, and she can sense your emotions, you shaking in your body because you're afraid she might divorce you or she might leave you. If y'all ain't married, especially, man, don't even worry about it. I don't care how long you've been dating her. Don't matter if you've been together 5 years. Shoot, there's plenty of other women, probably better than her out there. And you sitting up here scared of one woman. Dude, you need to man up. I'm telling you. This is one reason why I've started to hang around the past couple years more African and Caribbean men and women, because they ain't soft. They ain't soft. They don't play that. You know? I don't play that either. I wish a woman would tell me she gonna leave me because she don't want to be my woman. Okay, leave. Shoot. It's like 5 more women. The ratio of women to men in this country, God, on the low end is 2 to 1 in some places. On the high end, you got 15 to 1. You know, when I was going to college in Atlanta, I was actually in an area where the ratio was 17 women to 1 man, and that was just total. And of course, most college age, you know, people 18 to 23, 24, they're not married. Okay, so let's assume that we take off 2 women out of that ratio. So you're still talking about 15 to 1 ratio. Now, all 4 years I was in college, in that general vicinity of Atlanta, Georgia, the ratio remained the same. It was 17 to 1. That's a lot. Dudes was picking and choosing who they wanted to. We wasn't worried about women rejecting us. I wasn't focused on women. So, you know, I had a chance to just sit and observe and learn game by watching women. When you want to know about women, just go and talk with women. Just observe women. That's all you got to do. You don't got to get caught up with them, and you got to, you know, go having sex with every woman that you meet. And all. You don't got to do all that. If you ain't trying to keep these women on board, you know, in a family setting, whether she's a concubine or a wife, then don't sweat it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to be with you because you want multiple women, you want plural marriage or polygyny, man, don't even worry about it, bro. I'm telling you, there's so many women out here. There's so many women. And you know what? I have found in my own experience, and all of my friends attract multiple women. In fact, all but one of my male friends, they all got multiple women. They all got concubines, or a wife and concubines, or they have, you know, multiple wives. All of them, except that one. And even that one, for like almost 10 years, he's had to fight off women who knew he was married, but he kept saying, no, I'm spoken for, I'm engaged, I'm married. I mean, the whole way through. Okay, guys, y'all got to get a backbone up in this mug. If your women don't like the fact that you want more women, that's tough. Now, you do have to look at your resources, your emotional, spiritual resources, your mental resources, because, bruh, if you can't handle more than 2 women, then just get your 2 women and be happy. Be content. No, you don't have to get with every woman who likes you. If your limit on women, you can only handle, say, 6 or 7 women, have 2 women, 4 women, or 6 or 7 women. Don't try to go above that. And guys, we're grown. We know our limits. Don't get so excited and titillated with the fact that, oh man, all these women around me, man. Like, I got 15 women who are flirting with me. But man, if you can only handle 6 or 7, don't get any more than 6 or 7. But remember, pressing rewind here. When you first meet a woman and you're in conversation, if the conversation is fairly steady and it's lengthy, you make sure you stop her and say, well, you know what, we digging each other, you know what it is. I wanted to tell you, I believe in having multiple women. And then make sure you have a plan behind it, because it's better for women when there's a system behind it somehow. Okay, and there's a purpose. And remember, polygyny and concubine is going to center around you guys. It's not going to center around necessarily the women as the leaders. You're the leader, although the women have to benefit somehow from the arrangement. Okay, you're the leader, guys. Take control of the situation. That's all I'm saying. Get some backbone, man up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these women control you. Women don't even respect men. They will totally disrespect you if they see you are not in control of your personal matters. Okay, they want to know when it comes to women that you can handle her and these other women, and they'll see. Women can pick up if you having problems with your other women.